Good morning, friends. Welcome to our Godly Play classroom. Let's look over here at our church calendar. You can see that last week was Easter, but we are still in this white season. This is the season of Easter. So as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Sundays where we celebrate Easter because the mystery of Easter is so big. In fact, the one who is the mystery of Easter was here on earth. And he gave his life so that we could all come closer to God. People were not sure who he was, so when they asked him, "Who are you?" he said, "I am the light." And that light is with us as we get ready for our story. I hope that you'll join me in getting comfortable, finding a comfortable place to sit. And we'll take a few deep breaths together just to get ready. Let's do one more. Last week we celebrated Easter. Easter is the story of Jesus' life, death, and resurrection. The mystery of Easter turns everything inside out and upside down. Endings are beginnings. Death becomes new life. Last Sunday, we talked about how the women went to the tomb and an angel told them that Jesus was not there. One of the women was Mary Magdalene. Mary was so upset that the body of Jesus was not there for her to care for. She thought maybe someone had stolen the body. She saw a man nearby, and she thought maybe he was the gardener. Maybe he was in charge of taking care of the place. And so she said to him, "Please, do you know where they've taken the body of Jesus? Where is he?" And then the man said her name, Mary. And when Mary Magdalene heard her name, she knew who the man was. And she said, "Teacher," for this was her friend, someone that she had spent a lot of time with. And she recognized her name in his voice. Mary Magdalene and the other women ran to the house where the other disciples were hiding. The men were just sure that the same thing that had happened to Jesus would happen to them. They were afraid for their lives. Mary Magdalene and the women gave the good news. Jesus is alive. But the men did not believe them. Then Jesus appeared in the room, and all of his friends could see him. They knew that Jesus was alive. But there was one friend who was not there, and his name was Thomas. And later, when he was told that Jesus was alive, he couldn't believe it. He had to see for himself with his own eyes. Jesus appeared again to his friends, and that time Thomas was there. Thomas didn't just see Jesus with his eyes, he reached out and touched Jesus and felt him and knew that Jesus was alive. Jesus spent some time with his friends, just being with them. But then it was time for him to go. In front of all of his friends, Jesus ascended, and he went to be with God. But his friends were not sad. They knew that this ending was the start of something wonderful. They knew that they could take the teachings of Jesus, the best ways to live, loving one another, and they could work to create the kingdom of God on earth. That was their work to do. I wonder how they did this. What were the next steps that they took? How did they share the good news of God's love with other people. I wonder what your favorite part of this story is. I wonder if there's a part of this story that is just really important to you right now. Or maybe you saw yourself in a part of this story. Maybe there's something you have at home that could remind you of this story and to help you to just keep this story close to you, close to your heart. Now it's time for us to change the light. When Christ came to earth, he brought the light and he shared it with others. But now we have the light of Christ in us, and we carry it with us wherever we go, and we also get to share the light of Christ with other people.